everyone, and welcome to Nightly News with the Ladies. I'm Gaby.
I'm Gianna.
And I'm Elyse.
This evening, we have many topics to talk about.
Our top story is New Republicanism. President Eisenhower has come up with a marvelous idea to combine Democratic and Republican ideas to provide his own unique approach to government called modern republicanism. His intent is to protect the individual rights of American people while still ensuring that the government will help those who have lost their jobs or are too old to work anymore. Thoughts, ladies?
Well, I think this is a splendid idea. Not only will our government get along better and make more unified decisions, but we'll be a stronger nation because of it. I am all for this middle-of-the-road concept.
Eisenhower is definitely onto something here. I've heard through book club that he's planning to pass domestic improvements like the Interstate Highway Act, which would create the necessary roads and infrastructure to travel for miles and miles. Think of the trips our families could take.
Not only that, think of the efficiency of moving military supplies if, heaven forbid, we were ever attacked at home. I even heard Mr. President say that there will be enough concrete involved to create 6 sidewalks to the moon.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Have any of you ladies been to the movies lately?
I've been to one this weekend. I saw Peter Pan.
Really, what was it about?
This week in entertainment, a new Disney movie has been released. Walt Disney's Peter Pan came out in theaters over the weekend, and people are already rushing to see it. The story consists of 3 young siblings who take an adventure to a different world with the help of 2 new friends. The movie starts off with the oldest sibling, a girl named Wendy, telling her 2 younger brothers, John and Michael, a bedtime story about a fictional character named Peter Pan.
Their father becomes angry that Wendy would tell such a story and believes that she is too old to sleep in the same room as the boys. The children, upset, fall asleep until they are awakened by the real Peter Pan and his sidekick, a flying fairy named Tinkerbell. Peter Pan then takes the children to an imaginary world in which he lives, a place amongst the clouds called Neverland. While in this new world, Peter Pan takes the children to meet various other characters such as mermaids, Native Americans, and his friends, the Lost Boys.
However, they face trouble when Peter Pan's nemesis, Captain Hook, captures the siblings and holds them captive. To Captain Hook's dismay, Peter Pan fights off the captain as well as the other pirates and prevents the children from walking the plank. Peter Pan safely returns the children back home and in England and flies back to Neverland. When the children proceed to tell their father about their adventure, it reminds him of his childhood, and he realizes that he may have been a little too harsh on them before.
In other news, the 16th Olympic Games have kicked off recently in Melbourne, Australia. These are the first Olympic Games held in the Southern Hemisphere, first outside of Europe or North America. Several countries, including Iraq, Egypt, and Lebanon, have announced that they will not be participating in these games because of unrest in their countries. The Olympic flame was relayed from Olympia to Melbourne. It was lit in Olympia on November 2nd. Several countries are not participating this year, but also there's a drastic drop in the amount of athletes. 1952 Olympics had 4,925 athletes participate. These Olympic Games will only have 3,342 Olympians.
Melbourne was selected as the host city over bids from Buenos Aires, Mexico City, Montreal, and 6 American cities on April 28, 1949. Australian athlete Betty Cuthbert became the Golden Girl by winning 3 track gold medals. Her performance was equaled by sprinter Bobby Morrow. Soviet runner Vladimir Kutz won both the 5,000 meter and the 10,000 meter. Ronnie Delaney won gold for Ireland in the 1,500 meter final.
For the first time, the Team of the Republic of China effectively represented only Taiwan. The mayor of Cairns, Alderman W.J. Fulton, lit the first torch. The flame was relayed down the east coast of Australia using die-cast aluminum torches, weighing about 3 pounds. When the Olympic flame was being carried to Sydney, an Australian veterinary student named Barry Larkin carried a fake Olympic flame and fooled the mayor of Sydney.
Oh my goodness, that is very comical.
Folks all over America, coast to coast, Dodge dealers are on the spree. A gigantic Lawrence Welk 30-day selling spree. They're out to honor their television star by selling more cars in one 30-day period than ever before. Now, you've all admired its dramatic, years-ahead styling. You've all wanted to experience its all-new performance with Portionaire ride, push-button torque flight, total contact brakes, and all the greatest advances of 1957. You You've heard about its sweeping sales success that has doubled Dodge orders over 1 year ago. Now let me repeat that because it's important. Dodge dramatic, years ahead styling. You've all wanted to experience its all-new performance with torsionaire ride, push-button torque flight, total contact brakes, and all the greatest advances of 1957. You've heard about its sweeping sales success that has doubled Dodge orders over 1 year ago. Now let me repeat that because it's important. Dodge sales have doubled over sales of 1 year ago, which means that the factory has doubled its deliveries to Dodge dealers all over the country. Therefore, right now is your chance to go swept wing, to drive and to ride swept wing at a savings. Get the greatest deal of the year on the greatest car of the year right now during the Lawrence Welk 30-day selling spree.
Ladies, have you read the book The Catcher in the Rye recently?
Yeah.
Yes. I read it also. I thought it was a very interesting book. I quite enjoyed it myself. What did you guys think of it?
Well, I thought that it was a little vulgar, and there was just too much bad language in there for any child to read. I think that Holden Caulfield, the main character, I wouldn't allow any child to behave the way he did.
I don't like the fact that the book has been banned in so many schools already. I just think that is repulsive. And I wouldn't let my child read it because I think it displays a bad image of people today. And I don't think everybody is like Holden.
No, certainly not. It's only for children, I think, of a mature age who understand right from wrong. I believe it's a good use in schools to teach children right from wrong, how to behave when they grow up, and not to do things like Holden did. Today we have an interview with Miss Coco Chanel, all the way from Paris, France. Miss Chanel, how long will you be staying here in New York?
Oh, 3 months.
Oh, lovely. Where are you spending all your free time?
Mostly Long Island.
Oh, very nice. I must ask you, why didn't you take Cecil Beaton's offer at a photo shoot recently?
Well, if he had asked a year earlier, I probably would have said yes, but it was just too late.
What do you think of the new look?
Just take a look at me.
It looks lovely. Why have you decided to restart designing for your fashion house, Chanel?
It pleases me infinitely more to give than to receive, whether it be work, love, or friendship.
That's just lovely. What have you planned for your new collection?
How can you expect me to know until the last day? I alter, transform. I create my dresses on the mannequins themselves.
Wow, that's amazing. You do all that so quickly and so beautifully.
Thank you.
What do you enjoy most about your line of work?
I will dress thousands of women.
Well,
that's all the time we have for tonight. So, thank you for watching. Tune in again and stay classy, Big Valley.